and we want to talk to you about Moxie Engage and how to set up the toggle for automatic communication to go to your new leads. So this would be something that you can set up automatically. So anybody that lands on your website, if they send in a showing request, if they send in a contact agent, if they send in a question about a listing, they automatically go to your Moxie Engage. And if you toggle this communication on, they will automatically get an email back from you. And it can be customized with your customized signature as well. So it's a really good feature. You know, speed to lead is always important, and we really do want to be in touch with the people that are trying to contact us. But of course, we know you're busy. You might be in the field, you might be at a closing, you might not be able to call them back right away. This allows the system to communicate back to them automatically for you, and then you don't have to even worry about getting back to them right away. The system's going to do the work for you. And then as your day allows, you're able to contact them and answer the question as you see fit. So we're going to jump right in here. There is 2 ways to do this because there's 2 different products. So right now the team is hard at work at creating a brand new lead campaign that will be more robust than just one communication. So we're going to have a couple options for you guys based on how you want to handle your business. So right now the new lead campaign has 1 contact, so that way you can contact that person automatically right away so that they know that you're going to be in touch with them. And then in the future here pretty soon we're going to have another campaign with multiple touches over a month, 2 month, 3 month time span. So check back often into Engage for updated campaigns. And of course, the team and myself will communicate when we're able to add in the new campaigns. Further, if you have a campaign that you use in Zap maybe, or in maybe a different CRM that you're utilizing and you want to see that in Moxie, reach out to us. We can build the campaigns. We work with the marketing group, and we can build out these campaigns to match how you want to utilize Moxie Engage for your business. So by all means, reach out to us. At this time, agents aren't allowed to create your own campaigns. It does have to be done on the broker level, but we absolutely want the product to work for you as best as possible. So reach out if there's a type of campaign, if there's a cadence, if there's a messaging that you want to see, and the team can work together to see if we can make that happen. So don't ever hesitate to reach out. So we are going to be talking about Moxie Engage, which is just one of the many products that we have here with Moxie, along with Present and your websites. And you can click right here in the top where it says Engage. The first step we're going to show you is the lesser customized response to the client, but it will still give them an email right away as soon as that lead comes into your Engage. So again, you have options here on how you want to set this up. So this is the first way. It's personal preference. No way is worse than the other way. This one is a little bit less customizable. The second way I'll show you has more customization, and future state, when we're able to add in more lead campaigns, you'll have the opportunity to add those as well. Now your dashboard's going to look a little different here. I am in as a manager, so let me switch over to agent view just so that you feel comfortable, and this is how you're going to see it as well. So this is the Engage dashboard. It's telling me good morning, so good morning back to you, Moxie. Again, we really highly encourage for you to log into your Moxie Engage every day. It gives you your flow people. It's actually telling you who you should reach out to. So it takes that thought process out of it for you. You know, you should always be making 3 to 5 or more calls a day to your sphere. Let Moxie do the work for you. Log in every day, see who you should reach out to, and then you'll be able to move forward with your day. So it's a really good product to help you organize your day. The first way we want to go in is right here in the upper right, this little cog. That's our settings. So if you click on that, Engage settings. And of course, we're talking about leads, the people coming to us from your website, coming to you from your websites, whether it's, like I said, showing requests or a question about a listing. That is what we consider a lead. And again, they automatically get synced to your Moxie Engage under your agent settings. So right here to the left where it says leads, this is the first way that you can turn on automatic responder to your leads. So all you have to do is toggle it on. Real easy, quick click. You can see it's off, and then you just turn it on. And it previews the message. Hello, Henry James. I just wanted to let you know that I received your request and will personally reach out to you. I look forward to meeting you, Henry James. So it pulls in that name that the client puts into the system. So you can see it's a very good email, very short, quick, concise, so that the lead was more likely to read it. And that will go out automatically if you toggle it on here. There's another toggle I want to show you, and that is the neighborhood news. So along with that immediate communication to the lead so that they're aware that you got their note, you will be in touch with them just as soon as possible, you can automatically subscribe them to the neighborhood news. Now, it might be hard to do on the front end if you don't know their zip code, but you can always go back into the client's Moxie Engage contact form and update it more specific to the actual granular neighborhood they want to know about. But it's always good communication to send out to the leads. These neighborhood news have really high click value. We track those along with Moxie, and they know that it is an email communication that clients really like to see and really enjoy. So again, if you toggle this to on by simply clicking there, then every single lead that comes into your system is going to get that neighborhood news subscription. So again, you can turn this on so they automatically get the immediate response, and then turn on the automatic neighborhood news. You can go in today and add neighborhood news to any of your Moxie Engaged clients, but this will automatically do it for you going forward. So it's a really nice feature to take that day-to-day extra step off of your plate and just set it up to auto send that neighborhood news. Now, if you want to use the more robust lead campaign option, which I'm going to show you next, you can still leave this neighborhood news toggled on. And that will allow all the clients and your new leads coming into the system to still get that neighborhood news automatic subscription, but they will get the other version of the automatic lead responder. So lots of options. So you can see if you turn that top one off, this bottom one still stays on. Because I'm in a test account and I have a lot of staff and everybody else in my system, and I don't want to spam them with neighborhood news, I am going to go ahead and turn that off. But again, there's no save on the screen. There's nothing. It's simple toggle on and off. You don't have to worry about scrolling to the bottom to click save or anything. The other way to do this is from your campaigns. So right here, we're still in Engage. We didn't get out of Engage. So from Engage and campaigns, you can see you have some options. This is where you can go to see which campaigns you have running, maybe if you've paused them or if you've archived them. That's all going to show up in here. So to add this automatic responder to your leads, all you do is click Add from Library. Let that load. And it shouldn't take but just a second. When I was in here earlier, it did take just a little bit of time to load. So we will wait for that to spin. And then you just scroll down to find where it says new lead. I have to move this little box real quick. So new lead, you can preview it if you want to see what it looks like, or you can click add to campaigns. So if you want to turn this on in this way, you just click add to campaigns. It pops up that green box, yay, it worked. And then you can click close. That's going to put that new lead right here in your awaiting setup. So you can see I have two in here because I was in here beta testing it earlier. So based on the one that you want is how you can turn that on. But we're not done yet. You added it from the library, but it is still in this awaiting setup phase and not in the running phase. So you simply click edit. Let that spin just a little bit more. It shows you 0 days after start. So again, an automatic response. The lead comes into Moxie Engage. They get this communication from you. You click next. Again, it shows you the trigger is new lead. You can preview it here. And again, this is going to, I did put a customized signature in, but it hasn't popped through yet because that does take a little bit of time. So you can see that this can be a little bit more of a robust program because we are going to add further communications to the leads. So all you have to do now is click save. We're going to let that spin just a little bit longer. And then it says drill down to see when each email be sent and how each campaign step is performing. So this is kind of a little tutorial how-to that popped up because this is the first one that I've added. So again, you can click next, or you can always click the X to get out of it. From here, if you wanted to retro this back to other leads that have already in your system, you can add people to it. But since it's a new lead campaign going forward for new people contacting you, you probably don't want to do that at this time. You can just click Run Campaign. And again, we're going to let it spin. And then it's going to show up right here under Running. So it's no longer in a waiting setup because you already went through and did the setup. So it's now here in Running. It's always going to tell you how many times what your open rate is and how many people have unsubscribed it. So any campaign that you're running, whether it's this new lead autoresponder, or if it's a holiday campaign, if it's a new buyer campaign, whatever campaign you may have pulled down from the library, and there's quite a few options in there, and we're always building out more. You can come here and see how that campaign is working for you and your business. If you have a high unsubscribe rate and a low open rate, you know that campaign's probably not working for you and your client. So you can always change that. If you ever want to take it off or change it, you just click edit. And then you can delete it right here. And then it'll go and let you save. So we did have a note in the chat that came up from Becky out of our Inglewood and Gasparilla offices in Sunstar, Florida. And her point is right. For the neighborhood news to pull through listings in order to notify your clients of listings, that particular zip code does need to be a member, or a zip code in the MLS where you're a member. Neighborhood news can pull data for other locations outside of where our zip codes are for your particular MLS, but it will not pull listings. And that's an MLS rule, basically. They don't let their data go out to those people that aren't members of their MLS. Now, each MLS works a little bit differently, but because that's the majority of the way the MLS does work, that's how Moxie Neighborhood News is set up. So you can set up, like I could set up somebody for Austin, Texas. They would get the Neighborhood News email. It would have some data about that zip code, but it wouldn't have any listings or solds because that's proprietary MLS data and I'm not a member of their board. So thank you, Becky, for pointing that out. I do appreciate it. So that is how we can auto respond to our new leads. Again, two options. The first one's real simple. You go to Engage, you go to Engage Settings, click on your Leads tab. And as soon as that comes up, you can toggle that automatic response email on there. And of course, you do want to turn on that neighborhood news, even if you're adding a campaign to the new lead instead of using this one. So that is an option that you can do. Again, no save button or anything on the screen. As soon as you're done toggling, you're good. And the second way is campaigns. And again, I really just encourage you to go into the campaigns, click add from library and see what your options are. The new lead campaign already has a trigger built out. So again, anytime you get a new lead into your Moxie Engage system, that automatically applies that campaign and automatically contacts that lead for you. But you can see there are lots of options, some great holiday cards, buyer warm prospects, seller warm prospects, lots of good stuff in here. There's a recently closed, a recent for buyer and for seller. But again, if you have a campaign that you would like to see utilized in Moxie Engage, just reach out to your local ASC, RSC, anyone in the marketing group, myself, and we can take a look at getting that campaign built out. But keep checking back because we are building out new ones all the time. So that's all I had for you guys today. You know, it's a quick topic. It's a little bit of setup on the front end, but you can see it can be set up very quickly. And then moving forward, you don't have to worry about your new leads not being contacted right away from you while you're currently occupied doing something else. But really just get in there and start digging around. You know, any email that you have as a contact in your Gmail will automatically sync over, so your people will already be engaged. So if you want to practice, you can always set these campaigns up on your spouse, a child, a mom, a dad, whoever. Just start using the campaigns, and you'll see how really valuable of a product it is to stay in communication with your sphere of influence.